Hello everybody, how's it going? We are here with a general and timeless reading. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing something that you're investing in currently. You could be investing your hope into something. Alright, starting off with the Six of Pentacles. I do keep seeing Libra. That can be a focus on your interpersonal relationships. It can be a focus on that part of your chart. It can be a focus on contractual things, consulting even. Fairness, law, government. Okay. So there's reciprocity in some situation, in some exchange that you're having, that you're trying to manifest. This can be like, I have particular expectations of how I want something to go, and I'm trying to do what I need to in order to make that happen. But I'm seeing the moon here, which can mean that you basically are just putting something together here, but you're not being shown what the outcome is going to be. It's like working on something and you sort of like giving what you can to it, but not knowing what it's going to sum out to be. Like, what is going to be the sum total of this? But it's something that you're giving a balanced effort to. It reminds me of like putting like a book together, and you're just like writing these random pages, but you may not know like what the whole thing is going to look like the gestalt of it all. Like, what is that going to be when you get that final outcome of it? It's like these bits and pieces that I'm seeing for now, and whatever's on the other side of that, like the sum of the parts, essentially, it's unknown. What the message says, what the message is going to say. There's even something here about a conversation that's going on behind the scenes. There's something here particularly about like looking into how much you can give so that you like maintain the balance, how much you give, how much you receive, so that you're maintaining the balance, because it seems like it allows you to create the best that you can when you're in that balanced space of there being like reciprocity with whatever this interaction is that you're having. I'm seeing you be very, very sharp. Something important here coming to light about your intuition. I'm seeing a lot of stuff that's connected with like the unseen, things that are hidden. Things that you may even be keeping to yourself on purpose. I'm seeing both the sun and the moon connecting here. Yeah, something about analyzing, breaking down the messages that are being communicated and sort of like putting them under a microscope, and it bringing to light even something deeper, like a message within the message. And that is where you find your higher self. The things that are coming through are so interesting. You're not going to be able to see this during the daylight. It's like you have to close your eyes to sort of feel this thing out. Meaning, like, I take that to mean, metaphorically speaking, like something that transcends solely your physical senses, that you have to tap into a different type of sense in order to connect with this and understand what it's really communicating with you. Something even becoming very obvious to you about the connection here that you have with yourself and what you want to be doing with that. So I'm seeing the Six of Cups here, which would allude to something from the past being brought back up. I'm seeing you and someone else. This can be a person that you're connecting with. It is a person that you're connecting with. But I'm seeing there be like worries about this person or your connection with this person. Something could have happened where one or both parties were hurt. Felt hurt, experienced pain, suffering of some sort. I'm seeing this be difficult because of the type of connection that you have with this person. I'm seeing something very delicate. I'm seeing something very special. You may even feel like this person communicates with you telepathically. Like, I'm seeing your higher self connect with that other person's higher self and then be communicating with one another. But it's something that you may, like, intercept the messages sometimes. This is, like, for those of you that are tapped in, this is going to make sense to you. Tapped in this way, this is going to make sense. Because, like, for some of you, this may, like, sound very out there. But for those of you that know how to access certain things, or you just do have access to certain things, this is going to make sense. Because it can almost be this thing where, even if you're not trying to, sometimes you can, like, be picking up on messages or like connecting things that just it's coming naturally. It's like you can recognize these vibrations and these patterns, and you sort of like intercept these messages that are coming through. Because like our higher selves all connect and speak with one another, but sometimes we're not, normally for the most part, for many of us, we're not at the frequency where we can sort of decode that or even understand, because we're not vibrating high enough. But when we get to the point, like sometimes we're able to access that, sometimes not always consistently, but I am seeing something that you like intercept at times because of how like high the level of connection is that you have with this person, and like something that goes on between the two of you. And it's also reflective of your connection with yourself, first and foremost, always. So it's like, as how deep you can go with your higher self is also how deep you can go with another person's higher self too, which many times can does transcend even like mentally where you are, psychologically. But I'm seeing there be, within this connection, I'm seeing there be pain, at least associated with past events that happened between you and this person. I'm seeing CH and I'm hearing the sound. Yeah, something about the way that someone acted really threw you off, especially too because you can see what's going on in a deeper way. Like, for some of you, you're connecting with someone that may still be very stuck in their humanity and maybe not seeing outside of that. But when you're having conversations, and it doesn't just have to be a romantic partner, like for some of you, these are just people in your daily life that you're connected with. You can be talking to someone's higher self and they're like not even aware of it. Like the human is not aware that you're like having a conversation with their higher self. I'm seeing things like this be happening for you at times, where there's like intercepting that you're doing. But you may be thrown off because you can see basically like what's going on behind the human, like within this other person, but then you're like thrown off because of maybe how the human is behaving. It's it's so like confusing because we don't necessarily like have the type of language that we need to describe this, but basically it's like the body complex and the mind complex and the spirit complex that's connected with the higher self. And so when we talk about the human, it's more like this aspect of the 3D of somebody, where like that may be where their awareness is, and their awareness may not be linked yet with their higher self in a conscious way. However, like when yours is, it means that you can see all the different dimensions and planes that are connected. And so you can see, you can like be speaking with a person and be connected with their higher self and be having a conversation with it while that person is not even aware of it, and they may be playing things out that are more karmic and less self-aware because they're still integrated, well, maybe a lack of integration really, in separateness, because that's where they are. And so something was like said within the conversation, or just like through the way that a person was acting, where you may have wanted to come together with them and you could have felt like you belonged together with them, but because of them still being in their separateness, which I see the 5 of Swords as being like an issue with the root chakra and an issue with the heart chakra, meaning a blockage or it's unbalanced. Because of this person being unbalanced, they may not be seeing necessarily what you're seeing within the connection between the two of you. And this, it doesn't just have to be a romantic connection. This can be other people like within your life that you interact with. It can be family members, it can be friends, but it's people that you interact with within your daily life that you actually know and have connections with. So this isn't just a one-sided thing. This is like somebody that you actually have a relationship with, like in real life, that you guys like know one another. But you may be feeling upset because, like, even though you can see the potential of this person, having the 3 of Pentacles and having the Judgment card, not the 3 of Pentacles, well, maybe something about working together. Well, you are collaborating with this person anyway. Having the 6 of Pentacles and having the Judgment card is needing to look into what exactly is going on within the dynamic. Like, what do the exchanges look like between you and this person? 6 of Pentacles, the Judgment card, the Lovers, like what does that interaction look like? And there's this part of you that it's coming to light what you want to manifest with this person, but 9 of Swords can be like that's not what's going on between you and them. But you may feel, I don't know, there's something about how what you feel on one level may not be playing out on another level. But this can also be remnants of feeling like a past life that you had with this person when things may have been more copacetic, we can say, for lack of a better word, with them. And you can be feeling like the disruptions now within the blockages that either you or this person experiences within the chakra system. And that's why something isn't working. Because I'm seeing it become very obvious to you in this space where you're sort of like recognizing your authority and power within your life and ability to manifest the things that you want to. However, because this particular manifestation has to do with another person, their willpower is also integrated into this too. So if they're not mutually manifesting the same thing as you, it's not going to work. And just the realization of that may be very tough because you see like the deeper parts of your connection with this person. But when it comes to how things are playing out, you may feel very confused because they're not on the same page. But you can kind of see behind it and know that if they didn't have these blockages, you guys would be on the same pages. However, they do. And that's for you to accept where this person is on their journey, because there's nothing wrong with where this person is. They're exactly where they need to be, but you may want them to be in a different space. And that's your work to do on yourself. Anything within reality that you think should be altered or changed is your work for you to do. It's not for somebody else to be changing. which can also be like a very difficult and challenging concept to accept as well, that everything is actually exactly as it should be. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody definitely have a closed off heart space. Definitely. They may come off as secure and confident, but I'm actually seeing somebody be quite insecure, and it would come through in the way that they speak. I'm hearing something about the way that they harmonize, maybe what they harmonize with. And this could be sort of like leaving you in a place of confusion because you understand and feel the connection on a deeper level, but also you're seeing something else be manifested and playing out. So it's like creating this like difference. It's kind of like seeing two different planes coexisting that may feel confusing because they haven't been fully integrated yet. I'm seeing Pisces, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Gemini. It does seem like eventually there's going to be a conversation that may clarify or clear things up. Eventually. I don't know when this is going to happen. Yeah, you could have felt really hurt by the way that, I don't know, what somebody did or said or something like that, the way that somebody behaved. Because you could have also, like, wanted to be closer with them, but I'm seeing this person be, like, very, very guarded here. So you could have even been trying to, like, share how you felt. Again, like, this is somebody that you know in real life that you connect with. Meaning, like, you know where this person lives, you have their phone number, like, that sort of stuff. Like, you're actually, you know them. You've hung out with them, stuff like that. Yeah, there's something about like future plans and things not aligning. The guidance is to put a pause on things for now, because it's going to help something make sense that may not be fully clarified yet at this point. And that's where we're going to leave things. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.